Yo, what's up guys, it's Pygoz here, the CryptoPy, and today we're going to once again talk about both Bitcoin and Ethereum and see what's going on in the market, guys. So let's get started with Bitcoin here, right? Shall we? So Bitcoin, you see one new line on my chart, that's basically this blue one. This is nothing more than the start of the week, right? Just to show me where the weekly started, right? So that's all there is. This blue line is the weekly line, okay? The red line is currently the resistance line. The green line is the support line. All right, that's how it works. I have a new system and it works pretty well for myself. Obviously, I still have my Fibonacci's because you know they are big targets, right? And we can see that Bitcoin once, like first bounce of the 786 went up, and now it hit the 786 again. But I don't think it will hold, a second time since all this liquidity here is gone. So it's easier to fall through right now, right? So that's just looking at that. And of course we have to look at left, and you see that the price was all the way down here at 33.40, etc., right? Then we have another big tell that where we should bounce from, and that's we need to look at the weekly chart here and zoom all the way in, right? And I'm gonna turn on my moving average 200. So that's just the slow moving average, this blue line here, guys. I know it's hard to see with all these lines, but you can see that basically this blue, it wants to find support at 3,307. All right, from where we are right now, that is still like another 5% drop or so. Okay, that is something you need to keep in mind, because obviously, that's where we found support before as well, at the 3,200 range when it was still back there, right? So actually, let's go back to 6 hour here. So this is Bitcoin, right? Most of you guys are probably not playing Bitcoin because Bitcoin will just give you less gains, all right? So just to give you an example, right? Let's say, I don't know how much most of you guys are trading with, but let's say you have like 10,000. Nah, probably that's not what most. Let's just throw it at like $4,000 or so, right? Let's say you have $4,000, okay, and you entered around here, right, wherever the moving average was. Obviously, you got a little bit of a hiatus here, right? It went a little bit up, but let's say you entered here for a short position. That's fine, right? You put your stop. Well, you would need to put your stop at, like, you know how it worked, right, guys? So basically, we take the high to the low, and then you want to put your stop a little bit, above that 6.5, right? So you need to keep that in mind. You want to put your stop a little bit above the 6.5. So if you got in anywhere in here, right, and you will need to put your stop around here, so 7%. So that means you can trade with less, right? That means you can trade with less of what you have. And Bitcoin only dropped about 7%, okay? So that's even less than 7% on your total value. Because if you don't give yourself like good stops, guys, then you would have got stopped out right here, right? So let's say you got stopped out there. That's possible. You could have also entered here, here. Just anywhere in between the 21 EMA and the 55 EMA was pretty good to enter, right? Basically, this whole range. Oh, it snaps. I shouldn't have it snap. Okay, so basically, like this range, right, in between the 21 and the 55 is pretty good to enter. And that also lines up with the Fibonacci, because if you would have taken this high and you took this extreme one, I think this only happened on Finex. So anywhere between here, right, 0.56 on 8, this is a good entry, guys, right, between 0.56 on 8, and that's also, around this 21 and 55 EMA. So anyways, so then we dropped, right? So where are we going right now? Well, on the 6 hour, I can see us definitely going, well, at the moment, for me, personally, we're not at a support level, okay? Even though, like, I cannot just see this as support level. I know it's a Fibonacci level, but I just don't see this as a proper support level. Why? It's because there's not enough price action here. Look, this is all blank. This is all blank. I know if we go back further, there is price action here, but that's going back further, right? More recent is just more, it's just better, right? The recent price action, which here we just plopped through, like we didn't find any resistance here. So that means, that tells me kind of that the liquidity here is kind of gone, right? So that's why I kind of want to see us drop to around here, okay? Because obviously you can see this was the old resistance. And after that we have one over here, and then we have, well, the last bit of defense is down here at 32, right? Around 32.16, etc. So that is what I see on Bitcoin right now. Now let's go on to Ethereum, guys, because this is a trade I'm in. Obviously you can see it here, right? So this was my risk to reward. Well, target 1 is hit, guys, right? So this was target 1. Alright, now we're aiming for target 2, right? Right around here. This target 2. Alright? So we're getting close. We're getting close. And this is all based on very simple support and resistance, right? We have this support here. So obviously I'm taking some of the table here. Because who knows what's going to happen there, right? I just don't think this is here done yet, right? This is a little bit too early. I do think we see one more candle down, at least, right? And then, if we do go further down, well, here's my next one, guys, right? You just go based on what you see left, and that's where your next targets are. So this is my next target here, guys. And you can see basically the risk reward gets better and better, right? Obviously, I moved my stop into profit as well. So even if I get stopped out, I already took some profit. Plus, I'll get some more profit, right? So that is kind of how it is. Same for here, guys. The blue line is the start of the week. So this is obviously a very important significance, which you can also see is right at this 0.65 level of the Fibonacci. So right at the bottom of the golden pocket, right? So this is the next target I'm aiming for, around 102. $102 something, I think, is my next target on Bitfinex. I don't know from the top of my head. But yeah, around this zone, $102 something, right? And then the next one is around the 95 something, right? And after that, I do expect kind of a bounce, right? I mean, personally speaking, after that, I'm all out, right? I don't have a position anymore, which may be bad. Maybe I should do even like half there, so I still ride with like a tiny position, just to have that clear mind that I still have a position in the ride down, right? Even if it stops you out, then it's like a tiny position, so you don't really care, right? But if you do go further down, it's nice, right? And so what can you look for right now, guys, if you get some kind of bounce, right? So if we do get some kind of bounce, everyone needs to be aware that we are in a downtrend, okay? Look at these EMAs. We're very much into a downtrend, okay? And you don't simply just go boom, boom, up, up, right? So when we were in downtrend here, we went up, hit the EMA, went back down a little bit, and then, okay? So if for some reason we bounce here, so boom, we bounce, right around here. If we hit this here, then we probably go back down, right, to put that higher low. And if we are in an uptrend, then we start going, right? You see where I'm going with that, okay? That is kind of what you need to be looking for. But what you can also be looking for is that this is a pretty steep downtrend. We're not even at a double bottom yet. So what could possibly happen here is that you go down, right? You hit this. Okay, so you take your short here because you know it's a downtrend, and then you go further down, right? Etc. So you just go further down. That's very much possible as well. Because if you start counting this, and just going back to Elliott wave here, right? What if this is your 1, right? This is your 2, very complex 2, doesn't matter. You're gonna get your 3, right? Right? Who knows, right? 3, and you're gonna get your 4. You still have your 5 left, right? So that is basically based on the Elliott wave, and that is also possible, right? And actually that would fit in here as well, if we have a shallow 5, or if we have a bit tougher of a 5 all the way down here. That's still possible, right? Maybe I should have another support here based on this price action here. Yeah, I like this support here though, but maybe. You know what? I'll put one down there. Okay, so based on right here, right? Okay, so here we go. Take that. It's obviously still white because we're not even close to being there. Throw 6,000 here. And we have another line. Okay, so that means that when we get down here, there's a ton of support, right? You can see it like after each other. Whereas here it's a little bit less, a little more spread out. So that is kind of what I'm seeing, okay? That is how I'm seeing the chart right now. And I do think that we are still in for a further downswing. And this is just all based on the 6 hour. Now, if you take a look at the daily, this, to me, guys, is a very, very bearish candle, okay? You know, this just tells me like there's going to be continuation to the downside, right? You know, even though I will take some profit here, I'm not stupid, right? I will take some profit here because you can see this pretty significant zone. But if we fall through there, I still have some more, right? I still have like 1/3 left of the trade, so then I can be looking to take profit here, whatever, right? Or maybe like split it into multiple, like the last bit even split that into multiples, right? And that is kind of how I manage the trade, guys. Okay. So if you just go a few videos back, I think even like 2 or 3 videos, doesn't even matter. You can see me talking about this trade for a while because I've been in this trade since the 22nd of January, guys. All right, that means I've been in this trade for like 6 days. Okay. Sometimes you're in a swing trade for a longer term. And sometimes you're in a swing trade for only a little bit, right? It depends. It totally depends on how fast something falls and how long it takes, right? I just knew we were still bearish here. Obviously, you need to have your stop loss in case you're wrong. But, you know, I was fairly confident of this trade anyhow. And now, you know, it's working out. And that's kind of how it goes. All right, guys? Also, guys, I have a Telegram group, which is the CryptoPies blog. Join up with the CryptoPies blog, where you can ask me any question, you can ask other people questions, and it's just a great chat box to be in, right? Let's see what's going on here. So nothing much actually. Nice. Yeah, this is the chart of NPXS. I simply didn't play this. I'm not playing any alts at the moment. You know, just the bigger coins on Bitfinex, right? The Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the Litecoin, maybe Neo, right? The bigger coins, right? Not so much the small caps. But anyone who has taken this trade to the upside, yeah, nice. You know, take your profits. Don't miss out on taking profits. All right, guys. So that is that. All right. Also, guys, join up with the CryptoPies feed where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs, STOs. But at the moment, just don't expect any of the ICOs or STOs because we are still in a bear market, as you can very much see in this video. And that means your ICO or STO will simply not make you any profit whatsoever, but it will make you a loss, right? So I don't want you guys to be in a loss, so just don't jump into that, all right? Also, guys, follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz, and also follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz. Both telegrams will be in the description below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit that post notification button, and if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.